So look, if you're watching this video right now, you're probably someone who's trying to change, and it's probably taking a little bit longer than you would have wanted it to. So look, I'm here to talk to you about it, and we can just kind of delve into the fact of growth is tough, it's hard. A lot of people won't understand why you're doing it, but you know what? I do, and fingers crossed that myself and the seagulls here can give you a bit more reassurance on why we're doing this and how we're doing it. So if you don't know who I am, my name's Tig. I do self-development and motivational kind of content here on this channel, and we're hoping to branch out into some other stuff maybe in the future. But for right now, this is my niche and this is where we're staying. But yeah, so over the past year, I've decided to completely change everything that I do. I've gotten sober, don't have many friends, if anything, barely 3 or 4 at the moment. Don't really go out that much. I mean, I don't go out at all anymore. And yeah, we've just really made a massive effort to try and become the best possible version of myself. The reason I'm doing this, and it's going to be something I'm going to talk to you about because it's important for yourselves as well, to have your main reason, your main focus on why you're trying to change, is that I'm actually adopted and I'm yet to meet my birth family. And for those of you who don't really know much about adoption and stuff like that, when it comes to actually reintegrating or reuniting with your birth family, it can be an amazing thing, and it can be a very terrible and scary thing as well. So for me personally, I know when it comes to anything in life, I want to put the odds in my favor, and putting the odds in my favor is me being the best possible version of myself before I go off and do anything that could be quite traumatic or quite strenuous, stressful, anything that's going to be tough on me. I want to make sure that I have myself in the best possible position to deal with it. So yeah, that's why we're on this kind of journey of self-improvement, getting ready for what could be either the best or worst experience in my life. And the thing about me is I don't have in-betweens. It's either the best thing in the world or the worst thing in the world. So yeah, this is why we're doing what we're doing. So yeah, look, again, as I said, I'm coming up to 1 year sober now, not really talking to many people, just kind of focusing on myself, doing what I need to do. And yeah, life has been interesting. Now, look, maybe you're just starting your journey and you're kind of scared about it and it's really hard. And look, I'll be real with you, I'm a year into it now. It's a lot easier than it was at the start, okay? Because what happens is, just like anything in this world, you, my friend, you're adaptable. You can change, you can do what you need to do, and you can put yourself in the best possible position, just like me, to succeed. And a lot of times that's what you gotta do. You gotta just make the decision that might not feel like it's what you want, but it's what you need. And yeah, that's what's kind of been happening with me now. So a year in, like, things are all right. They're all right. It's stagnant, you know, this whole content creation thing. It takes a while to really build up a persona and what you want to do. And for me personally, I work 7 days a week as well. I'm trying to find a way to still upload 3 YouTube videos a week and also post maybe 15 shorts a week. But you know, there's no excuses. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a little bit of sleep, or I don't know, just things that you shouldn't have to sacrifice for the short to intermediate term, so you can actually enjoy things in the long term, you know. And that's it's not something that I really want to do per se, but it's something that I have to do. If you are starting this journey right now, just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Fear is good, but understand that you're not going to die. You're going to be okay in the end. It's not going to be as bad as you think. And a lot of the times that comes down to the fear of the unknown, because as humans, we're creatures of habits, okay? You know, like, we like to do what we've already done because it's familiar to us. Even if it's something that's really bad and that we don't enjoy, a lot of times we still find that comfortable because it's a familiar hell. It's a familiar hell. Like, it's crazy to say that, I know. But this journey that you're going to be going on right now, it's going to be difficult and it's going to be tough, but it's going to be for the right reasons. And you need to keep reminding yourself that as well. So look, my first tip is get a book and write down what you really want from this world, okay? Because you need to start manifesting, man. You need to start manifesting. And a lot of people be like, oh, that's very hippie, whatever else. No, it's the truth, okay? If you manifest, if you're able to put out into the universe what you really want, then you will start to achieve it. You will start pushing yourself towards it. Your brain will begin to kind of, even without you even noticing, start to drift towards what you really need, okay? So write down what you want. Write down what you really want from this world, I beg, because that's how you start. The next part is the hard part. You start. You have to start, okay? And look, the fear of starting is the hardest thing. Like, even myself here, I've always wanted to do content creation since I was maybe 13 years old. I'm 27 now, and that's when I started. And the hardest part about starting is I overthink it. I overthink it, and you know, that's probably something that if you're watching this video right now, you might be an overthinker, and the only advice I can give to you if you are an overthinker is just do it. Do it. Stop letting your brain think yourself out of these situations. take control and just start. Because I can promise you, right, if this is something that you really want and it's something you've thought about for so long, if you think you're going to start it and just give up, you're not, okay? Because you've fantasized about this for so long. And you know what? Sometimes the grass isn't greener on the other side. But hey, now look, at least you know. At least you know. You've started, you've tried, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, okay? But you will have a lot more regrets not attempting to do this than you will attempting to do this. So just give it a shot, see what happens. I'm not saying it's gonna work out, because the thing is, you need to understand as well, we've grown up in a world where we were all told we were special, okay? A lot of us were told we're special, that we can go off and do great things, and I'm not doubting that for 1 second, because within myself personally, I believe I can go off and do great things. I'm sure you do as well. Sometimes you need to realize as well that not everybody can be this crazy special person, okay? Now, I'm not saying that you can't be, but to be that crazy special person, you gotta realize what it takes to be that person. You gotta be able to sacrifice a lot in your life for your craft and for your dream. So you need to really sit down with yourself and you need to ask yourself, is this what you really want? Do you really want to do this? Because I can promise you, I really want to do this content creation. I really want to do it, and I am going to continue to do it. I'm going to make sure that I put myself in the best possible position to get opportunities. And once I get those opportunities, I am going to take them all the way home. And that's what you got to do. You got to make the most of what's going on. So for me, what I've been doing growth-wise is I've just been training a lot. So in the gym, 4 to 5 times a week. I'm only coming back off an ACL injury as well, so it's been tough, because for me personally, right, like I get angry a lot and I have a lot of bad energy, and for me, when I was playing rugby or if I was going off and doing jiu-jitsu or any of those type of sports, I got rid of a lot of it. You know, that was where I could go off, I could get rid of all of my bullshit, and it was in a platonic and respectful manner where other people are doing the same thing. We all shake hands at the end of it, we go home. I haven't had that luxury for the past 2 years. And now I'm 3 months back into the recovery. I'm slowly getting back to where I want to be. Things are starting to get better, man. They're starting to get better. You know, I'm back jogging now, I'm doing 5Ks. I can start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. It's very important. It's very important to be able to take in those little wins, because what's going to happen is your instant gratification on this journey is going to be your detriment. And I can promise you right now, because I thought I was going to come onto this platform and get hundreds of thousands followers and I'd have 10K by this time and this and that. Like, you get humbled so quickly when you do your dream, or you get humbled so quickly when you attempt your dream. And be grateful for it as well, because you need to be humbled. If you're constantly being humbled, you are constantly learning. And what I've learned is that you really got to put your head down and you got to keep working. So yeah, training really hard at the moment, practicing journaling as well. Look, for me personally, I'm very bad at journaling, okay? Like, I do it some days, other days I don't, but all I know is that when I do journal, I feel better. So I would recommend it, because the thing is as well, that's your memoirs. You know, you can go back at some point when you do make it to the person you want to be. There's going to be a lot of people who are interested in that. That's your book right there. That's your source, because it's so I even just think it's so cool, the fact that you can write down something from 2 years ago, and by you just reading that page, you can literally bring yourself straight back to that moment. You can feel the emotions you were feeling while writing that. You can think about it again. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how all these things and all these experiences in our brain are locked away until we have that little trigger, and then boom, everything was flooding back. Like, so look, write down what you're doing, write down what you're going through. See how it goes, man. See how it goes. And I suppose, look, just to finish off on, the main thing that you're going to need to do is just stay consistent with yourself and understand that this is a journey and it takes a long time. You're trying to be somebody that you've never been before. That's not easy. That is not easy, and I can promise you, it's not going to be easy throughout this whole experience. But I can tell you right now, what is going to be worth it in the end is that you have become that person and you've done what you needed to do. So don't rush the process. Take it as it comes. You can't rush the process. And look, what's for you won't pass you. Like, if you're meant to be who you want to be, you will be able to be that person, okay? It's not going to go away. What's for you won't pass you. I'm a firm believer that this world that we're in, okay, as mad as it is, and I'm not going to get into religion or atheism or whatever else, like, but just the idea that we're all here, that we're all able to do these things, have these emotions, that I'm even able to speak to a camera right now towards hundreds, thousands, tens of people, I don't even know. Madness, okay? It's madness. You have a chance to be great. Go off and be great. Look guys, thanks a million for watching this video. If you do like this type of content, please do me a favor, like and subscribe. I'm going to start pushing out more videos now. We're taking it a bit more serious. So yeah, again, really appreciate you guys. And finally, best luck on your journey. I'll catch you soon.